aBoy and His Droid is back. I don't know why it left. I have had footage and narrations lying on my computer since it launched, waiting to be assembled. Today, I want to review Nintendo's new social network, or game, or whatever, released on Android and maybe iPhone. But who really cares about iPhone? Fair warning though, there will be lots of language because of certain friends. Miitomo was described by Nintendo as a social network for shy people and introverts, as a conversation starter. Being the model introvert I am using this as a conversation starter to answer questions dead seriously, and not take advantage of the complete lack of filters to be irreverent, facetious, and sarcastic. And clearly my friends aren't either. This fact that a lot of questions are asked in ways that beg you to give sarcastic answers if you aren't as isolated as a lot of modern Japan was a nice surprise for me. Being a social app, your mileage will vary depending on the assholes you call friends, who join you on your journey. In my case, one of my first answers was relatively serious actually, but it ended up a hilarious circle of dissing pizzas. I didn't expect that, but my life is better for it. I can also see the value for starting conversations on topics that might not come up in my conversations for a long time. A friend asked me if one of my answers was serious, and it was. But I could see where it could seem sarcastic, yet it was actually something deep that probably wouldn't have come up between us for a long time, if ever. Sometimes it's a bit like being a therapist to your therapist at the same time. Nevertheless, I also love the shit-posting aspect when other social networks like Facebook are so politically correct, policing how inappropriate you can get. Other features include customizable greetings and goodbyes for when your Mii's visit, and are dismissed. You do have to be aware, as one Mii told me to get out of my own house when being dismissed. To motivate activity, Miitomo integrates My Nintendo well, giving you platinum points for getting hearts and comments or changing your clothes, so you can buy Zelda Picross. Nintendo's microtransaction scheme involves the clothing you can make your Mii wear, and the drop minigame that rewards you with clothes, and the candy that actually does nothing. You just get candy in your inventory, and attract ants eventually. Some of this clothing is weird, but I love plenty of it, particularly the launch back cat. My favorite pieces are the back accessories, but the cat is too awesome to get rid of. Only a back puppy would be better. There are plenty of questions, but some are incredibly stupid and presumably very badly translated, like the flower question that correlates to how many lovers you will have. I apparently will cycle through about 500 over and over. Others are too personal, like naming the person you are in love with. Thankfully, you can skip any question and answer later. When talking with a friend about improvement, I suggested being able to re-answer any question freely, which is actually possible using the update button. More you know! The friend also suggested some other stuff like statuses or personal messages. There are plenty of areas to improve for many players. I particularly enjoy that many of the cancers of social networks are impossible on Miitomo, such as sharing BuzzFeed articles. I am greatly enjoying Miitomo, and I think other social networks have a lot to learn from it, but Miitomo also has much to learn. But I still recommend trying it to everybody.